Alright, so Arrow Season 4, Episode 4. What'd you think about it overall?
It kind of felt different than Arrow usually does. Like when we first turned it on, because we were a little late, we missed like a minute of it because we remembered at like the last second. And when we turned it on, I was like, this isn't Arrow, because it was like, it felt like a cop show or like NCIS or something. And then I was like, oh, it is Arrow.
Yeah, well, the whole theme of the episode seems to be it's trying to change things,
Yeah.
which
It just felt like a different vibe.
I think, they talked about I can't even talk, having a different theme for Arrow Season 4 coming out of Season 3. So, I kind of like the darker tone from Seasons 1 and 2, but at the same time, the Green Arrow was never supposed to be dark. So I hope they keep that, and you guys might hear the rain because it started pouring down. So, weather's terrible. But anyway, so we're going to talk about the villains first off, which I thought was the weakest part of the episode.
I thought that the cops were cool. They just didn't show them like as much as they needed to.
They were only in the episode for like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
pretty much. They were in the very beginning. They were in that one little heist thing, and then they just were in the end, and they got taken out like easy.
They should have quote unquote kidnapped Detective Lance a lot sooner and done that whole thing rather than wait until like 10 minutes before the show ended.
Yeah, they just felt like random villains of the week that didn't matter at all. Like
kind of like in Flash.
Well, the Flash villains are a lot cooler though, and they usually
but they are random
sometimes, but then they come back. So
sometimes,
yeah. It just depends, but yeah, they just seem really random. They didn't really seem to have any sort of purpose. They were just the leftover members of the task force, and they said they were going away somewhere. I'm guessing Central City, but
I don't think they would go there with a bunch of drugs. Like, really?
I don't know. But
what did you think of the monologue that made her surrender from Detective Lance?
As soon as he did that, it's like, yep, they're redeeming his character right now. I guess it's effective, but it makes the villain just suck, basically, because they had the arrow right where they wanted him, and then they're like, okay, yeah, we surrender. It's just kind of convenient, really. And it's kind of weak how Arrow gets taken out by a little knife, too. Really, a lot of the characters got taken out pretty weak, like, not Sarah, Laurel
got tased in the hallway. I thought that was funny.
Laurel she can't do anything, I swear. Like, this whole season, she sucked.
The only thing that she can do is scream, and if that's, like, working,
Yeah, that didn't work the first time, and she got into a fight, and she lost. She tried to defend her dad. She lost. And then, it's like, finally, she takes someone out right at the end, doesn't she? She took someone out?
I thought it was just because she screamed and it, like, killed their ears, and then that's why.
Yeah, but that's the only thing that's halfway effective is that. I just don't like her as Black Canary, honestly. So.
Well, apparently Sarah's gonna not be crazy.
Yeah.
She escaped. Whoa.
I thought the whole thing with Sarah was pretty good, actually. I liked all the character development in this episode. I still don't think it's like great, but I think it was better. So it was a lot better than last week's, which. Last week's was going into Arrow Season 3 territory, and that's scary, so I hope they don't do that.
I liked when Sarah choked Laurel out. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, so much for the training, she just gets taken out, like, at the drop of a hat. But, yeah, it seemed like Sarah was starting to come around somewhat, so I don't know why Lance would just shoot her, all because Damien Dahrk said to.
Yeah, he's like his little puppet.
Yeah.
And then she escaped, and the chains were empty.
Yeah, and then, the preview for next week shows that it's going to be about finding her and then bringing her back, which I'm glad because, I like her character. I think she's one of the good Arrow characters to have around. You
like her because you think she's good-looking.
She's just a good character, and she was a lot better as the Canary.
Yeah, you were like, oh, she looks so much hotter in the Canary outfit than Laurel does.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't recall saying that.
I do.
But, anyway,
where do you think she went, though? I think she went to see her ex-lover, Nyssa.
No, she's in Starling, isn't she?
She could have left. I mean, she's not stupid.
I mean, they are fighting her next week, so I'm assuming she's just in the city. If she doesn't remember who she is, I don't think she's going to go all the way across the world.
Well, she don't remember who she kissed.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Well, anyway, aside from that, what else was there? There was,
Oliver's gonna run for mayor.
yeah, and then he gave that little speech to Detective Lance, which I'm glad because Lance...
He's like, you're a douchebag.
Lance just sucks. I don't like him, honestly.
Ever since he shaved his head, he's been like the worst character ever.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, in season 1, he was kind of, annoying, but at the same time, I thought he was written pretty well. And then in season 2, he was at his best. And after that, it's just no.
Now he's just annoying and like really bad.
It's like whenever he's on the side against Arrow is when he's super annoying, but when he's with the Arrow, he's not. So I hope he stays with him this time.
What do you think of Oliver's new lair?
I liked his lair. I mean, it's obviously a lot better looking.
Then why?
It's kind of weird that it's randomly under his campaign office, though. I mean,
how is that weird?
Because, like,
they're always secretly hiding it. They've done that like the whole time.
Yeah, but under his campaign office that people are always going to be in. Like, what if something happens in the city and his campaign people are at work? He's gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna take this secret elevator.
Okay, really? The other one was under a nightclub, and the other one that they just were in was under Palmer Technology.
Yeah, but I mean, the other two you could sneak around better.
Oh,
I feel like.
Okay.
But anyway, what else happened? The flashback. At least the flashback had some sort of purpose this time. It was okay, but I still don't really care about it, in all honesty.
I wasn't done with the layer. I was
okay.
I was gonna say, why were they making so much importance on where it was glitching? Was that supposed to be Ray?
I don't think so. I mean,
they're like, it kept glitching. Oh my gosh, it's such a big deal. Like,
I mean,
I thought that was Ray.
The
sending
phone
her
is Ray, but I don't think the random little cave they've got now is Ray.
But he's in code. He's coded.
I mean, he's sending. I don't know what he's doing, but yeah. I mean,
didn't you love how she blamed the black guy for that? That was so mean.
But I mean, it was obvious. Like, Ray is gonna come back. We know that. We know Sarah is also going to come back and be the White Canary. So I don't know why they play these things up when they spoil it before the season even starts. It just seems stupid.
I didn't even remember that he died in that explosion until you told me.
Well, I don't know. I guess I just remember stuff better than you.
Oh.
But overall, it was all right. It was okay. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't amazing either.
What was that box that Damien was opening at the end?
I feel like that was the box from the island, right? Because that guy found that box, and then he opened it, and it was that stuff, so maybe...
What are you talking about?
The box on the island flashback. The guy found it, remember? And it was his stuff from Amanda Waller. I mean, maybe it's the same box.
Stuff?
I didn't really look at it long enough to realize if it was the same, but...
What was in there?
Do you not listen?
No, I know. It's fine. Oh wait, the one where he was in the flashbacks one.
That's what I was just saying.
Okay.
Jeez.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, so what did you think of the episode overall?
It was okay. Yeah, I mean it's just still building up.
It could end up being a good season, but
I mean it's just episode 4, right? So
I just don't feel like. I mean, a lot of character development happened in this one, but not a lot actually happened in this episode. It felt like just kind of like a build-up episode more than anything else. So.
I liked when Diggle was in a suit because I thought that was a great costume, better than his other one.
Oh, you mean his business suit? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just noticed that his helmet that he wears when he's like a vigilante is only covering half his face, which looks even dumber.
It looks like a welding mask.
Yeah, it kind of does.
So.
But it's got a visor, so it's cool,
oh,
right?
yeah.
And Diggle didn't shoot anybody this episode,
he didn't
guys.
even use a gun when he took down the cops. He was beating them with his fist.
Yeah, even though didn't he still have the gun in his hand? He was just beating them somehow?
Yeah, I guess he just didn't want to use his gun.
Yeah, I guess the writer's like, oh, whoops, he's killing people. Can't do that.
So that guy Constantine was in the next week's preview, right?
Yes, he's gonna be the one that restores Sarah. Obviously,
We tried to watch that. How many episodes did we watch?
we watched one episode of Constantine.
And did we like it?
I thought it was okay. I think I don't really remember. It's been a long time.
I think he's just kind of weird.
And it's kind of a fan favorite thing that he's coming back, so it's cool. It's whatever.
So tune in for next week, and we'll review that too, hopefully on time.
Yeah, we need to review Flash. We're gonna do that next.
And
so.
Supergirl pilot. So
Yeah, we might be ranting on that. I know.
If it's good, I'm not gonna bash it. Like unlike you.
I don't think it's gonna be good. Not from what I've heard. I've heard it's pretty bad.
You just don't like her whole name thing.
I don't like any of it.
Kara.
I mean, that preview we watched was terrible.
Just because they race changed that one guy.
That's only one thing, though.
You don't even know. Okay.
You're like the people in the comments that think my whole thing is all because of a race change.
Shh. No. Okay, then let's save it for the review.
Alright, well, anyway, this is all for this review. Hope you guys liked it. We got a little off task, but, it's fine. Whatever. Comment below, let me know your thoughts on the review, and that's all for now. Catch you guys later.